Hello YouTube viewers, subscribers, Facebook friends, Facebook family. Today is August the 12th, 2013. I want to welcome you to another edition of Joe's Politics 101. This morning I woke up with a couple of issues on my mind that's been weighing kind of heavy on it for the last year really. One of the issues that I have is on this man, Clarence Thomas, one of our Supreme Court judges. You know, I remember back when he got nominated and they had all that hearing and trials with Anita Baker, how he lied his way through that. You know, I was looking at Anita Baker back in them days and during that time, and it was no way that I could believe that Clarence Thomas didn't try to hit on that young lady while he was working with her. You know, if I know old rotten dog like him, it happened. It really happened. But, you know, he wiggled his way and snaked his way through that, and now he's a Supreme Court justice. He's there for life. You know, he gets to make decisions about people's constitutional rights and what they can and they can't do, and you know, stuff like that. Well, I've got issues with him because he is married to a woman who is an activist, a Tea Party activist. She's against everything that he has to make a decision on. And he's still allowed to sit there and make decisions on people's lives and what they can and can't get. And his wife is out there hustling the nation for money to oppose everything that he's going to have to rule on. And 9 times out of 10, because of his makeup and because of who he is and the type of man he is, he's going to rule in favor of whatever his wife asks him to do. You know, if she's against immigration policies, 9 times out of 10, if she tells him, hey baby, when you cast your vote, you make sure you cast it against it. You can't be going for that, you know, or maybe the bedroom won't be available to you or something. I don't know what his stimulants are, you know. But, you know, he's no Thurgood Marshall. And one thing that really pisses me off about people like Clarence Thomas and many others, like Alan West, this guy in North Carolina that's running for the lieutenant governor's slot, Ed Jackson, I believe his name is. You know what pisses me off about these people? They sell their souls for a funky dollar. One funky dollar will sell their souls to whoever the highest bid is. $1, 50 cents, $2, whatever. They sell their souls to these folks. They have forgotten where they came from. They have forgotten that Jim Crow applied to their sneaking behinds too, like it did everybody else's. They forgot that they weren't able to vote. You know, they're as old as I am, and I can remember that. So how do you go from being oppressed to oppressing somebody else? How do you do that? You know, people who have made it, who have succeeded, a lot of them, and I'm not talking about everybody. They have made it, they got out of the ghetto, they got away from the farm, they muled it and kick them in the head and kill them before they got away. They got some power. Now, they disowning where they came from. They forgot. How do you forget when somebody have oppressed you and suppressed your natural human being, your ability to grow, your economic ability to grow, your self-esteem, put you in positions to where You know, you don't have a right to say a word about anything. How do you forget that? And not try to make it better for the future, to make it better for the United States of America. Clarence Thomas is one of those people. Those other Afro-American men who have succeeded in the political world or the justice world have forgotten. Many have forgotten who they are, where they came from, how they got to where they got to, and who helped them get there. They didn't do it on their own. People like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, H. Ralph Brown, Huey Newton, all of these different activists brought it to bear. People protesting in the street, the young kids in Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Georgia, Los Angeles, wherever there was protest, made it possible for them to have those positions. I remember growing up, they had one black senator, one black congressman, Adam Clayton Powell. He was the only one in office. And I don't know if it was because he was light-skinned, had straight hair, that he was there, but he was in Congress. He's the only Afro-American that I remember back in the day had any power in the Congress. You know, people forget that somebody paved the way for them to get to where they got to, and now that they're in that position, they're against everything that got them there. It pisses me off, because you should never ever forget your history. You should never ever forget who you are. The United States of America as a whole, we do not forget our history here. We don't forget the Revolutionary War. We don't forget the Civil War. We don't forget that immigrants make up this country. We don't forget that we had a civil rights movement. We had Jim Crow. We had all these different things that made up America to get America to where it is today. You don't forget your history. But people like Clarence Thomas have no clue, because he's catering. He's submitting to the will of those he placates or he loves. It's for $1.50, but the only big problem that I see with his stupid, ignorant behind is that he is in a position for life to determine the outcome of many, many decisions that has to go through that court, the United States Supreme Court. God bless you. God bless America. Thanks for viewing my video.